Hi guys. Oh man, how's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Naz. If you're new, welcome to my channel. The rest of you that are subscribers, welcome back, guys. Good to see you again, man. Really good to see you. But anyway, let's get down to the chase. Today's gonna be an important topic. So what's happening today is this video that you're watching. It's actually a vlog podcast. It's like a video, blog, and it's a podcast. We're gonna get the heck out of my house, go for a little walk. I'm gonna talk to you guys about what's on my mind. And today's a doozy, man. I've been thinking about today's topic for a while, man. Oh man, it's a little wintry out there. But yeah, today's topic is we're gonna talk about supporting your specifically diecast community. This can be applied to any collecting community, guys, like vintage toys, stamp collecting, coin collecting. Well, it depends. If there's a healthy community out there for collecting and you're in it, you should support it, man. I collect quite a few things. I collect action figures, robots, freaking Mythic Legions, Back to the Future stuff, obviously, and of course, I collect diecast cars. And, I think it's an important topic to talk about, and hopefully I'll be able to get through all of the points. But, yeah, like I said, it's about how people support each other in this community. I'm gonna basically touch on a whole bunch of different ways you can support and how you should support, and the wrong ways of how to support or not to support people in your community. And you have to remember, it's about the people in your community, not about the things that you collect. Those will come from that community. And if your community is not a strong community, it's going to fall apart. Those people that are trying to get up there to in turn help you and help out the community, they won't make it. So let's touch on those things, guys. I'm going to get the heck out of my apartment here. And it's a house. I live in a house. But anyway, let's get out of here and start talking about this. I can't wait. I got some things to share with you guys. And yeah, it's exciting. You're gonna like this if you're a part of this collecting community, if you're a collector, if you're into diecast, Hot Wheels, whatever, man. Yeah, hopefully some of this will resonate with you. Hopefully you will become a better person for it. Because I'm going to try to lead by example, and I have been. And I'm connected with a whole bunch of folks that are doing the exact same thing. So, let's do this. By the way, today's episode is brought to you by Diecast Media Network, which I'm a part of. And the guys that are in it are freaking awesome, man. And they're really heavy hitters in this diecast community. And together with them, we all plan to really bring a boost to the diecast community. Class it up a little bit. Bring the positivity. Bring the support. Make sure that we're not just scalping and reselling. Make sure that it's about the hobby. That's what it's about. So yeah, let's get out of here, man. Okay, so as you guys know, whenever Nas makes a video, there's a fire truck. Alright guys, to start off this fantastic little video vlog podcast of mine, we're gonna go with tradition and have a fire truck set it off. I literally just walked out and started on my walk, started the vlog over here, and these guys are right there doing their thing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't see a fire. I don't know if they're just like rescuing a cat. I have no idea. I'll stick around for a bit. We'll see. Maybe there's something fun up there. Still don't know what's happening. But there's a dude up there. And he's going on the roof maybe? I don't know. This is excitement. Okay guys, stick around till the end of the video. I filmed them for a little bit. Basically all they're doing is They're just like doing like training and taking some photos, maybe for the news. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I didn't want to bother them, and I have a whole different mission here. So, fire truck, firefighters of Philly, represent. Shout out to you guys. I can't believe you guys are in my videos so often. Like, what are the odds? Nas here, telling you to freaking stop, man. Support your freaking diecast community, man. Support your collectors. Yeah. Alright guys, I am officially out of the neighborhood. It's a little chilly. I'll probably end up taking this hoodie off as I walk and freaking get way too freaking hot. But yeah, let the podcast begin. I'm in my local park, just to give you a little bit of a setup here. About to cross a little like side road here and keep going. But so yeah, today's topic, once again, since we've changed the scenery over here, we're just gonna talk about in general, but focusing on the diecast community. A lot of people ask me or talk about this. They're like, you know, if you're asking yourself this, you're like, you know, hey Nas, how can I support the diecast community? You know, I'm a part of it. Or maybe you're thinking, hey man, I collect, I comment on all these YouTubers freaking videos and stuff, and I don't really feel like I'm a part of the community. Yeah, I'm gonna touch on all those things. And also, the most importantly, you have to not misunderstand what the diecast community is, or what the collecting community is. So there's a difference, man, and a lot of people get some things wrong. So my mission today on my health walk is to clear some of these things up. So let's freaking, oh my god. There's no cars. I don't know why I'm even afraid. All right, that's gonna be it's gonna be a challenge, guys. Oh crap, oh crap. Wish me luck. Between my phone and the gimbal, that's like $1,500. Not to mention my freaking bones. I like those, I want to keep those around. Oh jeez, here we go. Alright, let's get the heck away from these loud ass cars, guys. Continue this. Freaking love this park, guys. Whew, all right. Oh god. All right, so number one, man. You know, roughly, just a disclaimer, guys, I'm not like, you know, an expert on any of these things. I've been in a collecting world and YouTube world for, I don't know, at least 20 years, one way or another, you know. I have a bit of an experience, a bit of observations that I've done, you know, and just wanted to share some of it with you because I'm watching some stuff on YouTube and I'm getting some questions in my comments and my, you know, private messages and stuff. Just wanted to touch on it. So, collecting communities, man. I'm a part of different collecting communities. I'm a part of action figures, vintage toys, definitely Hot Wheels diecast. I'm a part of certain like antiquities and antiques. I'm a part of a couple of like video maker communities where people just talk about camera gear or editing stuff, or you know, stuff like that, stuff and junk. So once again, today we're just talking about diecast, our community that we're all a part of, the one that I'm a part of. And I just wanted to share my thoughts and feelings and share some advice. Okay, guys, so the collecting community, man, that's basically what you're in. You're probably watching this video because you're in a collecting community. So I'm gonna use the diecast and you know, Hot Wheels and Mini GT, Tarmac Works, all sorts of those different, you know, companies to talk about all of this. So a collecting community is as it's, you know, obvious to you probably, unless you're younger. So some of my explanations might be a little dumbed down, but not because you're dumb, because there's a lot of new collectors. There's a lot of you know, returning collectors, and a lot of younger collectors. So there's a difference between younger collectors and older collectors, you know. Sorry, it's getting freaking warm, man. I gotta take this vest off. Hopefully this camera won't fall down. Oh man, but yeah guys, so let's break it down, man. Collecting communities and how can you support them? How can you be a part of them? So number one, you gotta be a collector, man. You don't have to be a crazy collector. You don't have to have a house full of Hot Wheels. You just want to reach out to people, you know, ask them questions about stuff you're collecting, or you want to share your knowledge, you know, maybe you just want to share your collection with people. You know, being a part of a collecting community also helps you to find things that you're looking for, you know, like rare things, stuff you can't really find online. Not everything you want is on eBay, you know. So if you're a part of a collecting community, you can actually, once you get to know people, you can actually, you know, start asking them about, you know, hey man, like I'm looking for this and this in my collection, you know, can you help me out? Stuff like that. Where you ask, you just go to like Facebook groups, Instagram groups, Reddit, different. There's a lot of different options that you can take, but you know, most important one to me is YouTube, because I'm kind of a filmmaker by trade, and I kind of like to make videos a lot. So I make pretty much all my connections with people on YouTube. So we need to bring this up a little bit, man. That's freaking, there we go. So yeah, I really enjoy making my connections on YouTube. I just look up, you know, diecast, I look up Hot Wheels collecting. Just look all that up, look up everything you're into, and then just whatever results are, just look at those either YouTube channels or groups or just accounts of people, just single collectors that are posting stuff. Look all that up, and then if you're interested in someone or a group or a YouTube channel, subscribe or whatever, you know, start following them. And after a while, when you follow them, you see what they're doing. You'll also see what, oh, sorry, I had a text message. But yeah, after you follow them for a while, you know, you'll kind of get to know them a little bit more. And, you know, you'll also get an idea of what you're into, you know, more so, because you'll start to see what's out there. And that's how you get into, you know, like a Hot Wheels or whatever collecting community. Okay, so and yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the community is built basically around the people that you subscribe to, around the people that you start meeting, people you talk to, you know, or comment on their YouTube channel, you know. After a while, they remember you, you remember them, you start to get to know like everything I just mentioned, what they're into and all that good stuff. So that's your in. Basically, there's a lot more to it. There could be a lot more to it. There's a lot of sun to it. But there we go. Way too high, jeez. Sorry, I'm working with a gimbal, like a camera stabilizer. It's been a while since I busted this bad boy out. Oh, and it's colder up here. It's colder at the top. Look how cool that tower is. That's freaking fantastic, man. Love it. All right. Okay, guys. So that's kind of how you get into a collecting community. Is you just have to be active. You have to get in there. You have to communicate with people. So yeah, that's number one. Second thing I would love to touch upon is when you're in these social media collecting communities, figure out which one suits you the best. Don't just trust people. Don't just get into everything out there that says diecast. I'm using the diecast community as an example. You know, again, this applies to any collecting community, toys, whatever. So, you know, after you have to weed all that out. You have to figure out, you know, who you want, what community you want to be a part of, because just because there's all these collectors, it doesn't mean that it's one huge community. They're kind of like cells in a way. There's a whole bunch of different communities out there, and you just kind of have to find the one that has the people that you can kind of relate to, resonate with, people who don't just blow you off, you know, people that kind of are on the same level as you, you know, whatever level that is. Just as long as you're understanding each other, you have kind of a common thing, you know. So try to gravitate towards collecting community that is to your liking, the one that you fit in. Because if you're just kind of trying to get into like a little clique of people they all know each other, but you don't know them, and you're just kind of like wedging yourself in there before getting to know them, you know, before they know you, and you're just right away like trying to trade, trying to sell things, trying to buy things, or flat out asking people for free stuff. That's a whole different topic. We'll get to that later. But yeah, make sure that you're on the same level as that little community that you're trying to be a part of. You have to like them. You have to be like, oh man, you know, I'd probably get along with these guys in real life if we met up. You know, don't just join them because you think they're cool. That's like being in high school or middle school all over again. You don't want to join the clique just because they're all like cool and you're like, oh, they're all the football players, but you're not a football player. But you're like, but they're so cool, I want to be with them. There's a difference between what you want and what you are. So try to find people that are like you. That way you will feel comfortable, and you'll enjoy yourself and you'll enjoy them because you'll be on common ground. So yeah. With that said, let's move on to the next little bit. Okay, so you figured out which little clique you want to be a part of. You figured out what kind of people you're into. You figured out what kind of person you are, maybe a little bit. And you know, you're like, all right, what can I do to support these people? What can I do to support the community overall? Like, you know, you're into diecast, you're into Hot Wheels, you're into collecting all that good stuff, and you know, you want that whole community as a whole, not the mini things that I talked about, but the hobby itself, the collecting diecast hobby. You want to support that somehow, right? So this is why I made this video. A lot of people are asking me like, what do I do? How do I do it? A lot of people are like, hey man, I don't really have the money to do this. So yeah, you can relax, I'll tell you. All right, so you've decided to take the plunge into trying to help people. Here's what you do. Here's a bunch of things you can do, guys. There's so much. So if you don't know, there's different aspects and different avenues of people in these collecting communities. There's podcasts, there's YouTubers, there's Instagrammers, there's Facebookers, there's Reddits, there's scalpers, there's resellers, there's just pure collectors, there's people that love to just trade, there's people that do all sorts of things. Not to mention, or I should mention first and foremost, there's the most amazing and artistic group of people. They're called the customizers. They're the artists, guys. They're artists. They customize cars whenever they have time. They make amazing creations. That's another thing you should look up when you're in any kind of community. All those things that I just listed, they belong to pretty much any collecting community, guys. So there you go. But yeah, usually customizers are also collectors. For the most part, they all intermix together. It all kind of goes hand in hand, you know? But there's a lot of people that are just one thing or the other. I'm always on the lookout for the train, so that's why I stop like that. So you're like, but Nas, you started talking about how can I, freaking help out my community that I'm a part of, that I have all figured out now. I've met these people, I've talked to them, I like them, I want to help them. So, like I said, all these podcasts, all these YouTubes, all these other social media stuff, try to share them. Usually it's the best thing to do is if a channel or any kind of whatever is, lower than you, like in subscribers or whatever, it's usually best to shout out people who have less subscribers than you on any venue. So, no train? All right. So on any venue, you might want to, just shout them out, man. You can shout out the bigger channels as well. If you're a really big fan of that channel, you can shout them out too. But I mean, I wouldn't make that like a, every video thing or every time you post something, you're shouting out that bigger channel, because it's really unnecessary. They don't necessarily need your support like that. Try to reach out to people either lower than you or on the same level. That way you're kind of helping each other and collaborate. That's the next part. That's how you can support this thing. Collaborate with other collectors, other content creators that are on the same level as you, or if you're a bigger channel or somewhat bigger channel than the person you're reaching out to, reach out to them and just collaborate, man. Make a video together. You don't have to meet up or anything. I know a lot of us are kind of like a little bit antisocial. I know I am a little bit, but YouTube's actually helping me with that. But so yeah, reach out and collaborate, guys. It's very important to do that. Try not to just be like your own channel all the time or your own content creator. Like, yeah, that's fine, you do that, but don't forget that it's a community, and that's what we're talking about. We live in a society, but yeah, it's a community. So you need to, if you're a part of it, that's what you need to kind of do. You have to reach out to each other, support each other, give each other shout outs, and bring up the little guys, and collaborate, man. Collaborating is great, dude. You can do live streams together. Just meet up on any kind of video, like StreamYards or whatever. Even on YouTube, you can just go live and invite somebody to your stream and just talk about your collection, talk about anything. The awesome thing is, you don't necessarily have to always talk about the thing that you collect. You're together in this community and you can just get together and talk about anything. Hey man, how was your day? Did you find anything in the store? You can also bring up, like, was there anything on the pegs? No, there wasn't. Yeah, just talk about anything, man. You can just talk about how was your day, dude? How was this and that? And then just bring up your hobby into it here and there. Or you can make, there's a lot of YouTubers I know that try to bring the community together, kind of like JDC. Jay has a YouTube channel. He's really not trying to get rich off of it. Look, we all make YouTube channels because we love to doing what we're doing. But it's okay if you're gonna make money off of it. There's no shame in that. That's totally cool. Totally different topic for next time. But JDC is totally cool guy, and he's bringing the community together by having these like pink slip invitationals where customizers make a bunch of customs and they send it all to him, and then he has these like race games, and he shouts out all these channels, and he himself is not keeping anything. He himself is not making a profit off of it. He's just bringing the community together, and that's exactly what I mean. You have to kind of come up with creative ways to help the community out, right? I hope I start a no, that's gonna be too much work. Start a counter of how many community words I said. Every time I say community, it's like ding, ding, ding. But I'm just trying to get my point across. It's all about being active, guys. You don't have to go out of your comfort zone. Do whatever's comfortable for you, You don't have to do what other YouTubers are doing. Just hang out there one day and think of like, oh, this would make a cool video. and I can include somebody in it and give them a shout out, just like I did for JDC. I'm talking about something, it was relevant, I'm in the Hot Wheels community that he's a part of, and I gave him a shout out and used him as an example. There you go. Do stuff like that, man. Whatever you're talking about, you can like start talking about, oh man, I've been hunting for this one Hot Wheels casting, I can't find it, and you say it, and then you're like, I was just watching this and this YouTuber the other day, and okay, for example, I was looking for a super treasure hunt, and I went to Honest Diecast channel, and Derek found this super treasure hunt that I really want, and I can't find it, man, it sucks. And that's it. You don't have to mention anything else. Don't be like, I wish Derek would send me that. That's when people turn away from you. So yeah, here's a little side note for you guys of what not to do. Don't reach out to people in the Hot Wheels community. Ding. Don't reach out to people in your Hot Wheels community. And I don't know why some people do this, but they're like, send me, hey man, I saw your videos. Can you send me that super treasure hunt you found? Or can you, when you go out on your hunts, can you buy me these different castings and send me like a whole list of castings that you want? Not cool. Don't do that. Just because someone's pointing a camera at themselves doesn't mean that they have time to go out and shop for you. And it definitely doesn't mean that they have time to just go shop for you, then go to the mail office, find a box, pay for the shipping, and maybe the cars that you want are just like $1 cars. So you want me to take hours out of my adult life to go find you a couple of $1 cars and go to the post office, risk getting the virus, find packaging for you, pay for all that because you're looking for those castings. Not cool. Change your approach. Make a video or leave a comment and just say, hey man, I've been looking for that for so long. Can't find it. Be genuine, be truthful. If you're lying, people can tell. Just say, I'm looking for that, can't find it. If somebody who reads that in the community, ding, they might reach out to you. If you're a genuine good person, they might reach out to you and be like, hey man, I have those cars you're looking for. Send me a private message. Maybe we'll trade. Maybe I'll just send them to you for free. Or, hey man, I can send them to you. You just have to, pay the shipping. And they're yours, my man. A lot of people do that. And yeah, there you go. Side note, let's get into that. That's another good way to just trade. And that's another good way to get to know people in the community is by when you leave comments on people's videos or under their photos, after a while, they can kind of gauge if you're, on the level, and they'll make kind of I call them digi friends. A digi friend. You don't really know each other in real life, but, you see each other online often. You might talk to each other online often, and, you're a digi friend. So after a while, they're like, okay, this guy's been here for a while. Maybe I can trade for him. Maybe I can just help him out. I kind of know he's been struggling for like months and months to find this Mustang Mach-E. And yeah, so it can happen for you that way if all it is for you is finding a certain casting or whatever, or action figure. Just be genuine and open with people, and that's it. But yeah, definitely don't just like demand stuff from people just because they're on YouTube. Like I think it's usually mostly the younger viewers, like mostly people that really shouldn't be watching some of us, and they just kind of type random things, or, like I've mentioned before, there's all sorts of people out there. There's people that have like, mental issues or disorders, or, there's a whole lot of different stuff out there. And, I'm going to get off the track because I think I see some official, I don't want to get a citation for being on the tracks. All right, well, anyway, enough of that. I've done a whole video on like toxic collectors and toxic people in the community. Check that out. It should be in this particular playlist. It was one of my video podcasts that I did. So definitely go check that out. But yeah, I need to freaking walk on here. It's kind of hard to walk on all this gravel. Okay, so next point is, let's get back to how you can help your community. So everything I was just saying, I was kind of using all of that as like examples of what to do to be a part of a community, and kind of a couple of things you shouldn't do when you're already in that community or you're still trying to get in there. Like, don't do some of those things I just mentioned, because you're just not going to be a part of that community. People are going to kind of shy away from you. So yeah, let's get back to talking about what you can do to support your community, because there's a lot. The guy went away. I'm pretty sure he was just as afraid of me as I was of him. All right, so one thing that I see in collecting communities is people are a little bit misguided, and they'll just find like one YouTuber, be it me or anybody else, and they'll send them like huge boxes full of Hot Wheels, man. And yeah, it's fantastic. It's very generous of you and amazing, man. But I'm kind of looking at this. Sometimes I'll get these big boxes. Sometimes some of my fellow YouTubers will get them. And I'm sure they're kind of wondering themselves. They're like, why? Like, they're grateful. I'm grateful. But at the same time, like, it's like, why did you just send me, 80 pounds of Hot Wheels? Like, that's more than I already have in my collection. That's way too much. Like, why? Thank you. I appreciate that. But, why are you just sending that much stuff to one person? Is it because you just kind of want to see that people recognize you for being such a generous guy? Or are you actually like sending this YouTuber stuff that you think they want, or they want? Because sometimes it seems like you just kind of send a whole bunch of stuff that even the YouTubers like, why? Like, yeah, they'll make a video out of it. They'll be grateful to you. But why? My suggestion is, if you have so many Hot Wheels, so much awesome stuff, go to, I don't know, go to some kind of charity. Go to like a homeless shelter. Drop off a box of Hot Wheels there for the kids of the homeless or whatever. Go to some kind of thrift stores that deal with their local community directly, a church, whatever. Figure it out, man. Look it up. Maybe it'll be a little harder than just sending everything you don't want to one guy. But to be honest with you, I think that you can help a lot more people out if you donate to some kind of a charitable cause. You can still make a video about it, make a photo, whatever, whatever platform you're on. But spread the wealth, man. Also, if you're kind of doing it for yourself and you don't really want to admit it, why not take that really big box of Hot Wheels, spread it out into like 5 different boxes, Oh, there he is. There he is. I see him. I see the high visibility. I really hope he doesn't mess with me, man. I can't afford going to prison right now for walking on the tracks. That'll be crazy, brah. Anyway, alright. I'll be right back. Some good looking graffiti there. Oh, one of them was. Don't do that. Alright, guys. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's an official, but not gonna risk it, so I'll get off the tracks for a little bit. So yeah, man, as I was saying, man, I'm just simply trying to suggest. I'm not here to tell you like what to do, what not to do. You can donate or gift anything to anyone you want. It's fantastic. You're a fantastically generous and wonderful person. I'm just trying to make like a suggestion because I've recently gotten rid of a whole lot of my die-cast collection. I've had a whole bunch of realizations with it. So over the past like 2 or 3 years, I've just been thinning stuff out of it and just selling it at the flea market, giving stuff away. And I'm kind of coming from that perspective. So I'm sure that if you have an 80-pound box of Hot Wheels and you're sending that whole thing to somebody,
you're just either done collecting and or, well, you're also obviously loaded with money, because 80 pounds is not cheap to send. but but yeah, I'm just trying to make a little suggestion, especially if you're trying to like grow your YouTube channel or whatever, make yourself a little more known in the community. Ding. Break that box up into like whatever, 5 boxes. Spread that out and send it to like 5 other YouTubers. Maybe send it to new YouTubers, small YouTubers, like 100 subscribers or less, you know, or a little higher, whatever. Small YouTubers are, you know, they're the ones growing. They're the ones that are going to do things more exciting and interesting than you if they're sticking to the YouTube thing. So, and that's another way to help the community, is what I'm getting at. Instead of sending it to one guy, send it to a bunch of guys from your community. This way, they're all gonna either be thankful to you or make a video about you, you know, hooking them up. You know, and your name is gonna be out there as someone who's generous and someone who shares with a lot of people. And you're bound to get a whole bunch of boxes right back to you, man. You know, I've noticed a lot of fantastic people in this community that, you know, all of us can't kind of just accept the gift, man. We'll get a gift and then we'll just send you a bunch of crap right back to you, man. It almost becomes a trade without it being a trade. So, oh man, there's some scary big paw prints here on this track. Man, if I get eaten, you know, throw all my diecast out, it's worthless. No. But yeah, there you go, guys. Just saying, man, you know me and my, you know, podcast stuff that I do here. I just kind of like to vent out, just throw out random ideas. I prepare for it by just like, you know, for a couple hours, I'll just think about what I'm going to talk about. I don't write anything down, so, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah. So that's my little suggestion for you guys. That's another way to help out and build and help your community grow, by just being a generous dude. And instead of sending one big box, maybe take a couple to, you know, like I said, take a couple to a donation center, take a couple to a hospital, take a couple to a whole bunch of different places, you know? Hey, man, make a video about it. That's another thing, man. Next thing on a docket. Don't feel bad or shy about actually saying that you're sending something to someone, or that you're making a donation. I understand. I'm the type of dude that always believes in like, hey man, if you're sending something to someone, just do it. Just send it to them. Because you're doing a good deed. You're doing a random act of kindness, you know? So it's totally fine. You know, if you don't want to like make a big deal out of it. But at the same time, it's okay. And the reason why it's okay, when you're like, all right, I'm sending this box to so-and-so, and you make a video or post it on your whatever picturegram, facegram, you know, you just say why you're doing it. You know, I love this YouTuber, or I really like this guy, I've been watching him, or I notice he's been collecting things, or I've been noticing that he can't find a bunch of things for his collection. And I was like, you know what? He's a good dude. He deserves this act of kindness. I'm gonna send him stuff. So it's okay to make that video and actually say that and do it. And that's it, man. As long as you're not like expecting a thank you, or, you know, someone to reach back out to you, or definitely don't expect anything back. Never expect anything back. That's another reason why, if you do get something back, it's that more of a, like a pleasant surprise, you know what I mean? So, hopefully that resonated with you guys. Hopefully that made it through to some of you. So it's okay. There's no shame in saying that you're donating things or who you're sending stuff to. Just as long as you say why. Just shout that person out. And now I'm gonna flip it on the receiving end. If you're somebody who's receiving something as a gift, you know, you're getting something as a very lovely present from someone that you watch, or maybe you don't even know who they are. Actually, how did they get your address? I don't know. A lot of people list their PO boxes in their descriptions, so that's one way you can find it. You can also send someone a message saying, hey man, I have all this stuff I would kind of like to send to you. Can I, get your shipping address? And don't give out your address too easily. Side note, P.S. Yeah, don't give out your address easily. Either get a PO box or have like a, have them ship it to your job or whatever. Just figure that out. There's a lot of crazy people out there. But yeah, when you're on the receiving end of a random act of kindness, you don't have to make a video. A lot of people ask you not to even, to make a video about what you're giving them. But the thing about that is, we're talking about, building a community, what you can do to help the community. So that's another way, is you send stuff to people, you make videos about it, so it's spreading the information, spreading the people that are in that community. Hey, they're sharing, look at that, I want to be a part of that, And another way is when you receive stuff, even though it's totally fine not to say thank you. I mean, you should thank somebody for sending you something. I mean, at least be like, thanks, bro, But yeah, at least say thank you. But it is good if you're trying to be a part of this community and you got something. Make a video of it. Take a photo on Instagram of the stuff you got and tag them, hashtag them, or at them, that they sent you this. And write a message, dude, thank you so much, this is amazing, or thank you for this fantastic surprise, or thanks for this box, I knew what you were sending, but there's all this other stuff in here that you included that I didn't know about. Thank you so much, show your emotions, don't be afraid of showing your emotions, man. I'm wearing mother effing pink, man. I don't give a like, it's not a big deal, dude. You are who you are, do what you want to do, man. It doesn't matter what someone says about you, And yeah, guys, so definitely be thankful and definitely shout people out. Talk about people that sent you stuff. Talk about people that you're sending stuff to. Explain why they deserve what you're sending to them. So yeah, try to spread it out, man. Don't send me a freaking 200-pound box of Hot Wheels that now I'm not gonna know what to do with. Or if you send me that big ass box, be like, hey Naz, keep whatever the heck you want to keep. Pay the rest forward, man. Give the rest away, sell the rest, use the money for your YouTube channel, do whatever you want to do, man. I just wanted to help out, So don't just send people your garbage and be like, here you go, one guy, enjoy all this crap I don't want. But anyway, yeah, enough of that. It's still cool when people send big boxes. I'm not trying to knock any of that down. It's just that we're sticking to a topic which is how to build a community, how to be a part of a community. So yeah, kill more birds with one stone, Don't just throw a big ass freaking brick at one freaking bird and you're like, If you do that, I will murder you. Thanks for sticking around, by the way, guys. I really appreciate it as I frolic with these birds and forest creatures. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just trying to talk to you guys genuinely and openly, give you some of my thoughts, my opinions, my ideas. But remember, these are my opinions, these are my thoughts. You can do whatever you want, as they say, you do you, buddy. So if you have any ideas of how you can get into a community and it works for you and you're being positive and good and helpful, do that. I'm just telling you kind of like what I do, what I would do in a certain situation. And like I said before, I've been a part of collecting socially and being on YouTube for like over 20 years, man. So like, I kind of get it, I understand what people do, what it takes. I've seen channels rise, surpass me to like 40,000 subscribers and fall, and they would end the channel. Like, it really doesn't matter if you have 40,000 subscribers. What matters is who's watching you. How many people are actually watching your videos? How many people are watching your videos all the way through? That's what matters, man. That's the tip for YouTube. No one cares about subscribers. Only people that care about how many subscribers you have are little kids that watch YouTube. They're like, oh wow, 40,000 subscribers, wow, 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 wee wah. That don't matter. You got... Okay, I'm gonna get back to that branch and kick its ass. But yeah, my point is, watch how many views these people's videos get. If you have 40,000 subscribers and you get 10 views, your channel doesn't matter. You only have 10 views. Who cares about 40,000 subscribers? You can just go out and buy subscribers. There's, you know, whatever websites or whatever that do that. You pay some money and you get instant subscribers. None of them are gonna watch your videos. None of them are gonna make your channel grow in any way. It's just gonna be like a mask. It's gonna be false. Like, people are just gonna look at your subscribers and be like, oh wow, that's amazing. Meanwhile, your videos are, you know, complete poopy doo, and you know, and no one's watching them. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. So, subscriber numbers don't matter. Don't follow people blindly just because they think they're a huge YouTuber. And most definitely, don't just send stuff to people on YouTube that are already huge collectors or big YouTubers and their collection's already huge, and you're sending them more shit and they're like, man, this is my 6th copy of this car and I already have 50,000 cars in my collection, and you know, Jimmy just sent me a 80-pound box of of more cars for my collection, and one day I'm gonna, you know, die on a big pile of cars. So there's a lot of YouTubers like that, and I'm not talking about Hot Wheels. This is everything. This is you know, toys. This is everything. I'm using Hot Wheels as an example because that's the community I'm the most involved in. So yeah. Next, I'm just gonna touch on a little bit on obvious ways you can support your community, which is basically supporting, you know, individual YouTubers, individual creators, or the groups that they're in. So the easiest way is to send them some money, because you know, we all make we put a lot of time into making videos and stuff, and you know, from a content creator, that's the best way you can support somebody, is by, you know, either if they've created some kind of Patreon account, contribute to that, or if they have merch, buy some of their merch. If, hey, that's the, how can you not support someone that way? Like, if you really like a YouTuber and you really like them, right? You want to support them. They have merch, buy their hoodie with their logo on it. You're supporting the crap out of them. Then you can wear it in your videos. You can post photos while you're wearing their merch. That's the best way to support. And, you know, they're gonna get like $5 from that hoodie. Like, the company that makes those hoodies gets all of that money. Your YouTuber basically gets a little bit, but they get that advertising, you know, support from you. So that's another good way. You can PayPal them money. You can there's so many different ways you can do that. That's the easiest way to figure out. That's why I don't even want to talk about it too much. I don't really have any ways for people to give me money, other than like when I'm doing live streams, or I'm doing like a premiere and there's a live chat. A lot of time people will just you know, send me like a super chat, which means when you're chatting, you're leaving comments during their video, there's a little like money symbol. You click on that, and you can straight up send them from $1 up to as much as you want, and that money goes directly to the guy that you're watching. And I mean, obviously YouTube's gonna take a little percentage, but that's not, you know, that's not the point. Like, that's a really, really, really good way that you can support somebody, is you know, monetarily anyway. There's also PayPal. There's all sorts of different things. If they have things up on their social media and it says like support me with coffee or PayPal or Patreon, whatever, just click on that and, you know, donate some money to them. That's all. Simple as that. All right, I'm done with that. I don't really like to talk about money and that type of thing on my channel. That's why I'm trying to give you guys different ways you can support, you know, your favorite YouTubers or your favorite collectors who are YouTubers. That's the only reason I'm talking about YouTube, is because it's kind of like my perspective. I'm both. I'm a YouTuber and a collector. The name of my channel is Naztalgic. The reason why I started my channel is because I collect. I'm nostalgic about a lot of stuff from my childhood. I love pop culture. When I left my country, Ukraine, back when I was like 11 years old, like that's the stuff that I started like absorbing when I moved out from that country, you know? Like Ninja Turtles, Transformers, Power Rangers, Hot Wheels, RoboCop, everything that was like popular in like late 80s to like early 90s, you know? All of that rubbed off on me, and that's why I love collecting this sort of stuff. Why I collect diecast and Hot Wheels? Well, that's simple, because I love cars. I've been a part of like Shelby Dodge clubs. I used to do a lot of autocross. I used to do a lot of street racing. I know, like that's illegal. I don't recommend anyone doing street racing. But when I was younger, again, it was a different time back then. Nowadays, they'll just lock you up, take your car forever. They'll repossess your car. They'll take your car if you're caught freaking street racing. So don't do it. But yeah, that's all that stuff I used to be into, and I would always go to car shows, car meets, all sorts of stuff that involved automotive stuff. But as a child, I collected diecast because my dad would always, he would go on road trips and stuff like that. And every time he'd come back, he'd bring me diecast, any kind of car models, whatever. And that always made my day. And that's kind of what gave me the collecting bug. The nostalgia, man, all these memories, they all involve pop culture or cars or automotive cars or collecting diecast cars, cars that, as a kid and back in Ukraine, we couldn't afford to buy. So we would have the models of them and I would display them. I'd play with them. It was fantastic, dude. And, once we moved to Canada or America, I started, I continued to collect them. I always loved them because you just get these fantastic little castings. They're just detailed and awesome. You can get your Ferrari Testarossa or whatever, whatever your dream car was, you had it now in little miniature form. So, that's my collecting origins in a nutshell. But yeah, that's what I mean by like, that's why I have a YouTube channel, and that's why I'm giving you guys kind of like my perspective. Let's lower this camera, please. Thank you. That's why I'm giving you my perspective on collecting from a YouTuber point of view, because I'm also a filmmaker. I have a master's in film. I have a minor in sculpture, and that's, I love to film stuff, man. I love it. So I put two and two together and just started documenting. Documentary film is like my forte. I love doing it. I love getting to know people. I love documenting and making stories and leaving them on film for other people to enjoy. So YouTube is pretty much a big old documentary platform. Some are better than others, But anyway, so yeah, guys, that's where I'm coming from. In case anyone wants to leave me some negative comments or whatever, like, why are you talking about YouTube, not collecting? It goes hand in hand, man. So yeah, if you go back to like my old videos, that's the whole point. I documented my collections. I've collected so many different things, and on this channel, if you go back far enough in videos, like my playlist about my collections, you'll see so many different things I used to collect, and I still have everything left over now in smaller, collections. But I have so many adventures, so many stories that I've been through, and I'm so lucky that I was able to record them all, document them all, because I can watch these in the future, if I forget stuff, or I can share these with my kids if I'm blessed enough to have kids. Like that's why I do this, So yeah. And everything I've touched on so far, I appreciate you guys for listening. Hopefully you guys got my points, I'm not really like talking in bullet point to where it's easy to remember everything, where you're like, all right, let me write this down. All right, 1, do this, 2, don't do that. It's all in this video. It's just not like laid out in a 5-minute video, which, maybe one day I'll do. But this is like a podcast. This is something you can watch while you're, working on customs, while you're, customizing cars or sorting through your collection. This can be played in the background. You don't necessarily have to look at this. Like, there's not much to look at. It's a bearded guy alone in the woods wearing a pink hoodie, like that. What else can you look at? So I'm literally standing here alone in the freaking forest. Like this is kind of creepy. If somebody was walking by, they'd be like, "What's happening there?" All right, how else can you help out your community? So recently I've been very lucky to have become a part of a certain network, a certain podcast network. So this podcast is called Diecast Breakdown. It consists of 3 guys: Chuck of Flying Valiant, who kind of started the whole thing, Mark of Dotson Diecast, who has another podcast of his own that he started already before that. It's called Dotson Man Diecast. Also, his YouTube channel is Dotson Man Diecast. And of course, last but not least, it's David from Twice Diecast. That's twice with a Y. So yeah, check those guys out. But yeah, they're all a part of a podcast that's called Diecast Breakdown. And soon I'll I'll be on board with that as their editor and probably work on a bunch of media for them and whatever. We all gonna work together and help each other out and do good things. I'm very excited about that. So Diecast Breakdown, check out that podcast. It's on every platform out there, so check it out. I'm getting winded. Hold on. Oh man. All right. Anyway. Oh yeah. Also, guys, check out. Oh yeah, Chuck's YouTube channel, Diecast Media Network. Check out his channel. He just switched it from come down. Come on. There we go. He just switched it from his usual channel, his personal YouTube channel, which was Flying Valiant, and he completely transformed it and gave it to the cause of the diecast community, which is what we're talking about today. And that's another reason why I really wanted to make this video, because that's kind of like Chuck's thing. He's also trying to do that with this network. He's trying his best to kind of bring collectors together, bring anyone that has anything to do with diecast, with collecting, with customizing, everything that I mentioned today. He's basically on the same page, man. Like, same stuff that I'm into. That's what he's trying to do. And when the guys reached out to me and they're like, "You want to be a part of this team and do stuff with us?" I was like, "Yes!" Like, let's freaking do this. So we're doing it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. So yeah, check out all those guys, all their channels, and definitely check out the podcast, because that's another way to share everything in this community. Because when Chuck made this, the only other podcast about diecast or collecting diecast or Hot Wheels was Dotson Man Diecast. Mark. Diecast Media Network, guys, check it out. Literally the only podcast out there other than Dotson Man Diecast. I shouldn't say that. I love Mark, man. I'm like his #1 fan. I watch all his YouTube videos. I listen to all his podcasts. I've been on his podcast a bunch of times. I've also been on Diecast Media Network podcast once, hoping to make an appearance again in the future. But for now, I'm just very happy and lucky to work with the guys and be a part of that whole thing. Because how else can you support the community other than everything I've said, than being a part of it, than pulling your friends together, pulling your resources together? You know, no one's rich here, but even if you are rich, why not help other people out, you know? Like, I know so many amazing, kind people that share things with each other, and it just, like, it warms my heart, dude. It's fantastic. I met all these guys through YouTube, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Social media is very important for this, because otherwise, how are you going to meet people? And the best thing for me was YouTube. And, you know, I never started YouTube to, like, make a ton of money. I never started YouTube to be famous. That's the last thing I want. I don't want fame at all. Like, if anything, I just want to be, like, a contributor to the hobby. You know, it would be nice to make some money off of this, because I sure as heck spend a lot of time on YouTube making videos because I like it. And if jeez, I thought it was somebody. It's just a demon. Ah! But no, yeah, what I'm trying to get at is it's just fantastic to meet people through this medium. And over time, over like the last year or two, I met all these guys, you know, and we started talking. No one was asking for anything from each other. I don't even think that none of us were even trying to trade with each other. It was just like, hey man, I'm digging your style. You're into this and this and this. I'm also into this and this. Like, you'll make closer friends with people that collect the same, you know, style of car as you. Like, that's how I found Mark. I'm really into Datsun 510s. I love the designs of them. I don't necessarily know all the technical jargon of the engines and stuff, but I'm an artist. You know, the car's shape, the boxy shape reminds me of a lot of stuff. And I always liked and loved the 510 since I was younger because it just looks badass. I love that style car. So on YouTube, I was searching for Datsun 510s and I found a whole bunch there's a lot of stuff out there. And one of them on YouTube was Datsun Man Diecast. And I'm like, who's this dude? And his intro just completely like, but no, like his intro was so freaking hilarious, dude. Like he's just like kind of playing like a silly dude and he's showing himself, you know, they're like a old style 90s intro to a sitcom and there's like a music playing and he's playing with cars and hiding things. Anyway, check out Datsun Man Diecast. So yeah, I just thought that was fantastic. I subscribed right away, reached out to him like, hey man, what's up? We started talking and you know, became pretty much digi friends, pretty much friends in real life. I just need to meet the guy in real life, you know, hang out and stuff like that. But yeah, I met his friend Derek through him as well. He's on his diecast. Check his YouTube channel out. He's like the king in finding super treasure hunts. That's what his YouTube channel is mainly kind of focused on. He just goes out hunting for supers. He hunts other stuff, collects other stuff, but this man finds like full runs of supers for like the past 2 or 3 years, I think. Derek's a nut, man. He's determined, man. But yeah, his channels, his stuff's fun to watch. His lives are pretty fun too. A lot of useful information. He's also a customizer. So is Mark. Mark's a customizer too. And speaking of customizers, let's move on to Chuck, formerly Flying Valiant channel that he changed in you know, in honor of this channel now, Diecast Media Network. So you know, which is growing now, and I can't wait to contribute way more to make it grow even better. But he's a customizer too. He does he kind of specializes in like what do you call them, like post-apocalyptic style stuff. So really cool stuff. I saw him working on a Delorean, which was some kind of challenge from another YouTube channel where they want you to do an Ecto 1 but on a totally different car. And he chose a DeLorean, so he made like a DeLorean Ecto 1. And so anyway, a lot of man crushes going on. So he did all that, and you know, and then I noticed him kind of pulling together with Mark and David, David is Twice Diecast. Check him out, of course. He is, I would say, the smoothest guy on YouTube, the smoothest presenter on YouTube. His voice is just chill, mellow. He's totally nice, like the nicest dude ever. Don't get that wrong though. He'll knock you out. He'll knock you the F out. No. He's a really good guy, man, and extremely generous, dude. And he collects different things. He builds his own like shelves and stuff. But yeah, anyway, his collection is very unique because he's into like more unique cars, like, you know, like I don't know, like a limousine from a dictator or something. He's into more like stock cars, not like stock, but like stock setup cars. You know, like a basic car from a dealership. He's into those, and it's not all Hot Wheels. Like he collects a lot of different companies that I haven't even heard of. Like he'll order stuff from China, from different countries, like just crazy stuff. But anyway, check out Dwight's Diecast. David's an awesome dude. You'll really enjoy his videos as well. He does a little customizing of cars as well. But yeah, anyway, I was collecting Hot Wheels my whole life, and I was on YouTube for a while. I was making Hot Wheels peg hunting videos for maybe a year or two before I met all these guys. And they were all like smaller YouTubers, and I was just like, these guys need to be big YouTubers because this is what the community needs. Like that's exactly what this community needs. Just people with the right head on their shoulders, people who care about the community, who have something to share, who have positivity to share. And that's why I got into that. And that's the part of that little community that I was telling you about that you should seek out and be a part of. Just find people that you kind of, you know, vibe with. Find people that you click with, you know, someone that like you understand. there's all these other YouTubers out there, that were also a part of that I know. I'm just not going to list everybody. That's just going to take for too long, and I don't want to like make anyone sad if I forgot to mention them, because I'm in the middle of the woods and I'm not going to remember everything. Because I'm sorry, but there's a lot of other YouTubers that I associate with, trade with, communicate with. We share stories with, on Messenger and stuff. So there's a lot of those guys out there. I'll try to leave as many links in the description of this video as possible. So feel free to click on all of them, subscribe to all of them if you like them. Side note, don't subscribe to someone as a favor. I know a lot of people are saying that. That's fine. Do that if you're just, you're nice. But, if you just subscribe to someone and don't watch their videos, you're not doing them any favors. The subscriber count doesn't matter. So if you want to subscribe to any of these guys, make sure you watch their videos, and you want to watch more videos, then hit subscribe. Otherwise, why are you wasting everybody's time? Huh? Okay, guys, I'm still being watched by the man. I think it's good that I'm trying to zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in. Dang it. All right, guys. So again, all I'm trying to say is lead by example. Lead by example. Do stuff. Get your ideas and do things to make things interesting. Like this tree that I just walked out of. That's where I live. That's my house. Send me money. So that's all I'm trying to say is try to, the community depends on you. So it's what you do in the community that makes the community strong. It's what you do. If you want to build a community, contribute to it. Reach out to guys that are doing stuff and be like, hey, how can I help? If there's really nothing they really need at the time, don't get offended. Don't be like, oh, screw you then. Like, it just means they probably get like 50 people a day asking them, hey man, can I do something? And there really isn't much. Maybe you can change your approach by reaching out to someone who's already doing something and be like, hey man, here are my skills. I know how to do this and this and this, or check out my big ass collection, or check out my customs. Does any of this interest you? Can I contribute to your community that you're in? Or if they're, like I said, if they're doing a podcast or they have a YouTube channel where they're welcoming people, just tell them what you're capable of, and tell them like, hey, can I help you guys out? Can I do something with you guys? I like all of you, but make sure you actually like them. Make sure you're not just like trying to impress people that are just doing stuff and you don't know anything about them. You just want to be a part of something for personal selfish reasons. Never do that, because that's very obvious and people are going to see that. All right, so another really, really important thing about being a part of the community, like I mentioned before with my man Jay from JDC, he just started doing stuff himself, man. He wasn't like, yeah, he reached out to a bunch of people like in the customizing world to like ask him questions and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But when he started doing his little, they're not little at all. They're actually most epic and biggest on YouTube right now in the diecast community. Ding! But yeah, like what he's doing is he's doing like kind of like a competition. He put his own spin on it. It's his own idea, which is awesome. It's original. He uses like dice to throw, and based on the dice, the cars move forward. And the only cars that are competing are customs that people made. So, like he pretty much, I guess, reached out to all the, guys that he watches, and he's like, hey man, I'm doing this. Do you want to participate? People say yes or no, and hopefully I'll participate next year because, or in the next one he's doing, because it looks freaking fun, man. Check out JDC. Oh man, looks like I've stumbled on something. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Check this out. Looks like a place people party at. What a bunch of jerks, man. Just bottles all over the place. At least clean up after yourselves. Yeah, next time I come here, I'm gonna bring a garbage bag or something. Clean all this up. This is like a good metaphor for you guys that are asking what you can do in the community. Take initiative. Like here, you see this mess? Just come back here and clean it up. You don't have to tell everyone what you're doing, Just come back and make this community that you live in better by showing up, picking up all these bottles, throwing them out, and moving on. That way next time you come here, it's clean. It might not be, those kids might come back and mess it up again, but it is what it is. You did your part, right? That's what counts. So, but yeah, like I was saying about JDC, so here's just an example I'm using because like he's doing that right now, so it's fresh on my head. But a lot of other YouTubers will start stuff like that. They'll literally start competitions like that. They'll be like, we're having a build-off, like what Chuck did with the Flying Valiant thing, where someone was doing a thing where they're like, build a, you know, Ecto 1 on a base of a different car. And he chose the DeLorean. A bunch of other guys picked other things, and they all sent them out to this other channel. And there you go. There's all these channels that are involved here, and you know they all tag each other in you know, in the comments below, which just means you copy their YouTube URL and paste it in your comments. People can just click on that while they're watching and subscribe or go to the other video of the other person that made that car. And that's how it spreads. That's how that works. So I have something in the works that I'll be doing soon. It's going to be also involving customs, but it will involve it will involve the community as well. So that's going to be awesome. I can't wait to do it. I don't want to say what it is because a lot of people tend to use certain ideas before I even make them because I said them out loud. That happens sometimes, which is cool. But yeah, this one I really want to start, so that'll happen soon, so keep an eye out for that if you're on my channel, or if you're like not subscribed or whatever. Man, I've been walking a lot. So yeah guys, this is just another tip on how to support your community. Just be a part of it, man. Be a part of people's build-offs. If you weren't invited, which is most likely you're not gonna be invited, right? They probably don't know who you are. If you're seeing someone doing something, leave a comment down under that video. Be like, hey man, I'm so-and-so. I also make customs. Can I participate in this? Or can I participate in the next one? Just be respectful. Ask them normally. We're all humans. We're all people. Just ask, man. Again, just because someone's on YouTube doesn't mean there's some crazy famous person who's not going to talk to you. You know, unless you're asking like a weirdo, then they're going to be like, ugh, that guy's a murderer. I'm not going to talk to him. Yeah, I got some stones and stuff. Man. Nas in the wild. Oh, man. But yeah, guys, all right. I mean, there's really so much I can tell you. There's a lot of it that's just common sense. I'm just kind of trying to say stuff to a bunch of you that maybe are new, or you're somewhat younger, so like you don't really understand how things work. So if a lot of you are like, well, duh, Nas, well, I mean, it's common sense, dude. Oh, jeez. All right. All right. Oh my God, I found a trail. It was starting to get a little muddy, man. I had to get down from up the hills, up there yonder. You know, the bottom line, I guess I'll just sum it up. Just be a part of the community you want to be a part of. Surround yourself with people that you like, that you look up to. So that means, you know, subscribe to people you like and enjoy watching. Don't just subscribe because it says diecast in their name, or it says Hot Wheels in their name, or collecting, or action figures, you know, whatever, man. None of that matters. What matters is you found somebody that you can either relate to, or you enjoy watching, or you like their humor, or you like the work that they put out, like their customs, or you just like what they collect because that's what you want to collect. That's the whole point of that whole community, man. You like pick and choose, man. Don't just, you know, oh, I want everything, I want everyone, I want to have 5 million friends on my social, you know, whatever. Oh, look at this. Someone lost their heart glasses. Those would look fantastic with my pink hoodie. But yeah, you know, it's the same goes for collecting. Collect what you like, you know? It can be rocks. It doesn't matter. If you're getting a kick out of them, you're getting a value out of them. You're like, oh man, I love these rocks. I collect rocks too, so I collect a lot of things. I don't want to collect a brain hemorrhage. Hold on. All right, I think we're okay. We're good. Man, my arm hurts. Vlogging's no, dude, my triceps on my right arm, they're huge, man. You don't want to get punched by that. Left arm, it's a noodle. But yeah, just vlogging for all these years, it's crazy. Oh, that's a lovely bridge. See that lovely bridge behind me? Okay. Anyway, it's the same with anything. Even if you collect relationships, you know, collect what you like. And remember, in the end, like, it's not about the stuff, you know? It's never about the stuff. Yeah, it's all cool stuff. Yeah, I collect a lot of stuff. But you should always kind of make peace with the fact that if you have to get rid of this stuff, it's not going to bother you. Like, if you have to sell it to pay for medical costs, or for a burial, or if you just become overwhelmed with it, it's okay. Sell it, get rid of it, give it away. It's okay. Remember, the point isn't to collect as much as you can. The point of collecting isn't to impress other people. The point of collecting is you, man. It's always been you. It's all about you. Your collection is about you. Your collection should reflect who you are. That's why you should collect what you like. You want to collect monster trucks? Heck yeah. You want to collect, you know, different types of cars that aren't Hot Wheels? That's awesome. You want to collect plastic cars? Freaking A. Do they make you happy? Are you happy when you're looking at them? That's the point of it, right? Like, I love to collect things that are tied to a memory. If somebody sends me something on YouTube, you know, like a care package or a trade, and I already have it, I will either gift, if I have a double or a triple, I'll give that away, sell it, or trade it off. But I'll keep the thing that I got from that person. The thing that I already had, that I like bought on my own, I'll get rid of that. I want to keep the thing that has a memory. I want to keep the thing that like I can remember, you know? So there you go. Give me a second. I want to let these ladies pass me. I'm on a bridge now, so. But yeah, I'm in the middle of my sum up, and you know, like, what I'm telling you guys is, you know, straight from the heart, man. And I'm really not trying to gain subscribers with any of this. I'm not trying to get your thumbs up, even though that'd be nice. Do it. But actually, thumbs up mean way more than subscriptions. It actually tells YouTube that you liked the video. So there you go. Another tip. I'm full of it. Yeah, Nas, you sure are. You're definitely full of it, bro. Anyone back here? There was just like a whole ton of people walking by next to me. I didn't realize it. I'm like, oh, I gotta turn this off. But yeah, guys, so yeah, there you go. Get your priorities straight. Make sure you know what you want to collect. Make sure what kind of people you want to associate yourself with. If you're still young and you're not sure how things work, just kind of watch how people talk to each other in comments. Ask a lot of questions from your favorite YouTubers. Don't be annoying. By annoying, I mean, please don't. If someone doesn't answer you right away, message, it doesn't mean that they hate you. It just means they're busy. They probably have a job. They have other things they have to do. They're not always on their phone checking their messages. So just be patient. They'll answer. If it took them too long to answer, just ask again, I guess, you know. But don't take things personally online, on social media. Never take any of that personally. It's not worth it, guys. Man, this water is freaking fantastic. Oh man. All right. I'm sure I burned a couple of calories today. Whew. So yeah, all that I said, very important. So just be genuine, guys. That's it. Definitely try to network with people. What I'm just talking about. Just you know, talk to people, ask people things. If you have something to offer and you want to be a part of someone's project, just ask them, man. Hey, can I be a part of this project? Is there anything I can do? Try to offer something. Don't just ask for stuff. Like, the diecast community is not about that. Yeah, we give each other stuff, But when we gift each other stuff, it's because time has passed. We've gotten to know each other. We've gotten to trust each other. We've talked to each other for a while. Like I said, time has passed. And we definitely never just send each other a message saying, yo, shop for me, or yo, go buy this and that for me because I collect fiats. So give me all the fiats you got. The guy that reads that is just gonna be like blocked. Another thing, like I said, lead by example. Treat people the way you want to be treated. So if you want a bunch of free stuff and that's your goal, be the first one to send a bunch of free stuff to a bunch of people you like. Be like, hey man, thank you for making videos. Thank you for doing what you do for the community. Thank you for donating to a children's hospital. I wanted to send you this and this because I saw you talking about it in a video, and I wanted to send you this as a gift, as a thank you, and a show of my appreciation for all your hard work. I've done that many times to a whole bunch of YouTubers, and some never really responded. Some just told me thank you. Some made videos, and all of those are fine with me. Those that never got back to me, maybe they never got their package. Maybe they thought I was trying to use them for personal gain. It's all good. I did what I wanted to do. That's what matters. I wanted to thank somebody about something. Hopefully it got through, and hopefully they opened it. They're like, oh cool, that's awesome. Look honey, I got a gift from some dude. That's all that matters. So yeah, give without expectations, guys. And yeah, that's all you gotta do, man. Be yourself, give, support each other, start projects on your own, lead by example, do everything that you want done to you, do unto others as you want done unto you. I think there's a famous book that's written, and #1 seller, I believe. But anyway, that's the stuff. That's the good stuff. Yeah. Also support, each other by collaborating with each other. And that's the next step, where it's not just you. Or just stick to people on your own level of subscriptions, and then you can help each other grow. And then that's how communities are built. Help each other, send each other gifts, send each other customs, pay attention to what people say in their vlogs. If they're going through something, support them. If they're in the hospital, write them messages, get better, dude. We're rooting for you. Send them care packages, stuff like that. I'm just gonna go down this, get back to the paved path, and circle back around and head back to the old studio. But yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa! Man, you almost got to see an epic freaking slide fall. If I fall on my back, I'm gonna break that gimbal that's in my back freaking backpack. So anyway, okay. So you guys get it, right? Be genuine, man. Be good. Don't be assholes. Don't use people, man. Don't get stuck up on little objects, the stuff that we collect. Don't get stuck up on that. Help people get what they want. They'll help you get what you want. Help out those that are less fortunate, man. Help them out the most, because those people appreciate it. People who aren't less fortunate, things usually come easy for them. They either have the money for it, or they grew up always having everything. So it I can imagine it doesn't come, the emotion don't come as easy for them. But like, it's just such a wonderful feeling when you're able to help somebody out, and they're grateful for it. Like, like when we talked about before, when you send somebody a care package or a random act of kindness, raok, as the kids call it. It's so nice when someone gets it and you can tell by their face that they genuinely appreciate it, that they're surprised by it, that they're surprised by the fact that someone gave them something for free, something that they wanted, something that might even be expensive, or something that's super hard to find. That's what you live for, man. That's what I live for. So yeah, so that's the whole point of building a community, man. Surround yourself with positive people, genuine people, people who are honest. Don't use anyone to your own advantage. If you need help, your friends will know this. They'll help you. If they know that you're working towards something and they're aware that you're trying, they know that you don't have something, they will help you out. But you have to be genuine. You have to be good. So yeah, if you're just collecting for the fun of collecting, all you care about is the objects that you're collecting, that's cool. You do you. I'm not judging you by any means, man. Collecting stuff's fun. I know a lot of people collect straight up just by buying from eBay. They almost never talk to anybody. They just fill their house with stuff that they like, and that's cool. If that makes you happy, freaking you win in life, you know? Totally not judging you by that. But what I'm here to recommend to you is, sure, collect everything you want to collect. Just make sure it's what you want to collect. Make sure that you support the community that you're a part of. Make sure that you help out people that want something or are collecting, and to them that means a lot. Like, let's say, you know, your area gets Hot Wheels that a different area doesn't get. To you, you just go to like any store in your area. They're everywhere. You're like, whatever, Liberty Walk, Skyline, anywhere, anytime, I got it. Some guy a few states over, they haven't seen that come out at all. And they might not see it come out ever. So their only option is to buy it on eBay. So why not help them out? Be like, hey man, I'll get that for you. You know, just pay for the shipping, or if you can afford it, just send it to them. Be like, hey man, here, I got this. Give me a mailing address, I'll send it to you. Just do that. Just do one of those things, man. It feels so good. So yeah, and that's how you will definitely, I guarantee it, that's how you will build your community of collectors. Just by helping each other out. But yeah, there you go. Hopefully I've preached enough for you guys to where it hits home. Hopefully you understand what diecast community is. It's not necessarily the hobby. I'm just summing it up because this is a long podcast. And I talked about this like an hour ago. So yeah. You know, it's yeah, just help each other out, man. Build the community yourself. Lead by example. Be good. Don't use people. Don't write stupid messages like, hey, buy me this, or hey, give me this, or, you know, I deserve stuff. You don't deserve shit, man. The only people that deserve anything are people that give without wanting. People that give without asking for anything back. People that help out other people just because those people need help. And after you're done helping, you walk away. It's okay. If the person you helped chooses to thank you or find you to thank you even more properly, that's on that other person. That's not on you. You did your part. You did your good deed. It doesn't matter who's like giving you anything back. I give you something, you don't have to send me nothing back. I don't want anything. You know? Well, I want a lot of things, but not from the person I helped. You know, you get my point? You picking up what I'm throwing down, guys? Spread that positivity, man. This is how my vlog podcasts go. I hope the audio was good. I hope you enjoyed the visuals of me jumping over trees and slipping and sliding and avoiding humans. I'm actually surprised I only like saw 8 people here during this whole little trip here. Oh man. I love this bridge, man. We did miss a train. I heard it when we were very far away. So sadly, whenever I come out here to do these podcasts, I always hope to catch a train for you guys. It happened a few times. It's very exciting. Very loud. Loud noises! But yeah, there you go. Fantastic, giant freaking bridge. Love it. Alrighty then. So there you go, guys. Hopefully, since you clicked on this video, you were like, oh, the the thumbnail said how to support your community. There you go. I think I brought my point across. I think I explained myself to you guys. I think I explained my friends to you. I think I explained what it takes to be in a community. And just really, really want to bring this point home again. The diecast the collecting community is not the hobby. Okay? The collecting community is not the freaking hobby, guys. Collecting community is like-minded individuals who share a hobby. They're in that world of that hobby. So whenever people talk about, oh, this community is the greatest, yes. Out of all the communities I've been in, out of all the collections, the vintage toys, the antiquities, the best community is the Hot Wheels community. I don't know why. It also has the most toxic people in it as well. But the toxicity is different. It kind of comes from like a mental disorder thing. Don't take me wrong, guys. I'm not saying that Hot Wheels people are all freaking psychopaths. We are. But what I'm saying is, out of every community that I've been online and people I've talked to, a lot of people make fun of us, the Hot Wheels guys. A lot of people use us as an example of just jerks and the way we hunt and the way we grab things. I agree with some of it, but on the flip side of that coin, the Hot Wheels community is freaking fantastic. The guys that I know, the guys that I keep in touch with, the community that I'm in, like I explained earlier, the one that I was building, the one that I assimilated into my community and got assimilated into their community. What a great bunch of dudes, man, and ladies, you know? Just such good people, different ages, from 70-year-olds and up to down to 15-year-olds, man. Amazing people, dude. I don't know. I'm just beside myself sometimes, just in amazement of the positive people that I've surrounded myself with in this diecast community. Ding, 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 ding. We have 225 communities. Probably. That's how many times I said community. But yeah, guys, so yeah, definitely remember, there's a lot of people that are of different IQ levels as well. So very often you do have to kind of explain yourself a little bit more, because some people get it right away and some people are just or they take something you said totally different. I've had people snap on me for no reason. I've had people go back on trades for no reason. I've had people get offended because I didn't send them extras in a trade. They were expecting me to send extras and I didn't, and I'm like, those are extras for a reason. They're literally called extra. Yeah, stop expecting things, guys. I usually send a lot of extras and customs and stuff to people I trade with, but I kind of stopped trading because of the toxic people that don't really understand how things work. So maybe they'll learn something from that. I try to explain to them why I'm not going to trade with them anymore. Usually I tell people what's going on. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot more different stories I can tell you, but I've already made different podcasts about that. Just about how people get weird about things. I've recently stopped collecting mainlines. I know, shocking, right? Shocker! I don't really collect mainlines. I never wanted to, but I did get carried away, and I ended up accumulating probably 6 cases of 72 count full cases of mainlines that I wasn't even displaying. I was just like, whoa, these are awesome, I want them. I forgot my focus. My focus is premium Hot Wheels and premium diecast models. I still am going to collect mainlines a little bit, but only a little bit for customs and the models that I really like, that I think are exceptional, or they're a super treasure hunt, or it's just a model that's awesome, or it has amazing deco. I no longer collect things that are just hyped up or things that are hard to find. Just because it's hard to find, why do I need it? I don't want it. It's hard to find. Who cares? So yeah, so I stopped collecting mainlines completely. Well, not completely, but for example, right now all I'm looking for is the Mach-E Mustang, and I still haven't been able to find it. I found it in a 9-pack, but I didn't want all the other 8 cars in that 9-pack, so I put it back. I know I'll find it. They're made in millions, man. They're all over the place. I'll find one. It doesn't matter. I'll get one in a trade. Someone's just gonna send me one because they're freaking awesome. That happens a lot. Like, it just happens. So I no longer stress over it because I know that I'm a part of an amazing community, and I know that they understand what I do and why I do it. If they don't, they'll ask me because we communicate. It's not just about diecast. It's not just about the little cars. They're a freaking bonus. I love diecast. I love collecting it. They're awesome. I love just sitting there and staring at what's on my wall. Just stare at them, admire them. They're freaking amazing, man. But, you know, if I needed an operation, my mom needed an operation, they're all gone, man. They're sold right away. If one of my friends that I'm friends with, you know, that I know, needs something from my collection, it's theirs. You can have it. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel that way about some of them as well. It's happened before. Oh my god. But yeah, the reason why I brought that up is because one guy, I made like that kind of announcement, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done collecting main lines. And this guy like took it personally. He wasn't joking. He's like, wait, you don't collect main lines? I don't know why, but that makes me angry. I was like, why does that make you angry? You have nothing to do with who I am or what I collect. Why are you angry? Go collect what you want. It doesn't matter what I collect. I'm Naz. I do what I want to do. I collect what I want to collect, man. If you like that, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. It doesn't matter. So there you go, guys. Lead by example. Collect what you like. Support your friends on YouTube. Support your friends on social media. Build relationship with them. Don't get angry if they don't want to like actually meet with you in real life. You know, that takes time. You can't just be like, hey, I just started watching your video. Let's meet up. Let's hang out. It's like, no, that's creepy, man. You're going to murder me. I don't do that. Sorry. I like to live. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just take it easy, man. Build relationships. Talk to people. Be nice to people. Be generous with people. Be helpful. If someone needs advice, give it. You know, if you need advice, take it. You know, just slow down with things, man. It's a relationship. So, yeah. There you go. If you don't know how things work, ask anyone who's your elder or someone you admire on YouTube. Ask them, like, what would you do, or what do you think I should do? It's totally cool, man. If that's something you can't figure out on your own or from your real life mentors, ask people you admire on YouTube, I guess. But, you know, always make your own decisions in the end. And yeah, that's it, man. I made this video for the diecast community. I made this video for other collecting communities. I made this video for the hobby. People that are into this type of stuff, man, just get your priorities straight, man. Don't get into things so deep and make it personal with things. It doesn't matter. Yeah, if something goes sour, just, you know, if a trade goes sour, for example, just don't trade anymore with that person. I stopped trading altogether. I just kind of stick to people I really know, and if we kind of trade, we trade. But I really don't care about trading anymore. There's not much that I really want. If I want it, I'll save money. I'll save money. I'll save money and I'll buy it. You know, or whatever. I'll figure out a way. It doesn't matter, man. But yeah, rely on yourself, man. You need something in your collection, figure it out. Offer trades with smaller YouTubers or other people that are trying to find something. Look on social media. Someone might make an announcement. Hey, I have this for trade. What do you have to offer? Trade with them. They're up for a trade. Just do it. Make sure you don't get scammed. That's all. Do your research. Don't trust everybody. There's so much you need to know if you're new to YouTube and collecting. So, yeah. Choose wisely, my friends, and don't be gullible, you know? So, yeah. I think that's it for me, guys. I've reached the road. I'm gonna get the fudge out of here and go edit this so I can put it up. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening, most and foremost. And I appreciate all of you that are subscribers. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos and get some kind of value out of them, because if you don't get value out of it, it's kind of pointless. So yeah, support each other, live long and prosper, and remember, don't be assholes. Sometimes, just gotta take the long way home. Peace.